I gotta play the clip. I just have to, right? I have to play the clip because it was wild. It was wild to me, and I know it's wild to y'all as well. And I'm sure by now, a lot of y'all probably already seen this.
Refreshing to see Giannis Antetokounmpo. Guys are like, yo, I can't be buddy because he kind of brings that old school mentality, that old school feel back into this NBA.
He doing his thing, man. I mean, I was like skeptical because he couldn't make a jump shot free throw, but after what he did last year, he won me over. I was, because I know even like he wouldn't have been a force back in the days.
That's would or not. He
wouldn't have been a force.
Why is that?
He would have struggled because they was making 2 jump shots, and he
talking about Giannis, by the way.
He wasn't be doing no Europe to the basket like he doing Euro step to the basket and just getting layup. No, somebody gonna knock his head off. I mean, I'm glad he's doing what he's doing now, but he definitely wouldn't. He been come on the bench back in the days.
Yo, come on.
That's kind of heavy.
Come on.
The first time I was like, maybe.
Two-time MVP coming off the bench, Giannis? I don't know about that, Charles.
Giannis as a 6-man is kind of heavy.
Okay, so Charles Oakley, New York Knicks legend, by the way, said Giannis will come off the bench in his era. Jason, stop it. Oakley's right? Oakley's right at what, Jason? Jason, I'm about to tell you to call me back because you got to explain this. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, Jason. Ain't no way, man. Jason, listen. Oakley was tough. Oakley was Oakley was, he was cut from, this better be Jason. Hello, Jason.
Real quick before you get off. I mean, man, you got to understand where Oak is coming from.
Jason.
It was a different era back then.
Jason.
Nah, man. I hear him. I hear you.
Jason.
I'm not a Giannis guy. I hear where people coming from with this guy. This guy is a skinny Shaq. He's a skinny Shaq, man.
So how skinny back Shaq coming off the bench?
So Giannis is going to do what he does.
Because we saw skinny Shaq in Orlando.
Against Dale Davis, against Anthony Mason, against Charles Oakley, against Bill Lambert, against Dennis Rodman.
Yes.
He's talking about that era of basketball where they would beat you, jump in the air and they threw you down.
Yes. And if Giannis is playing in that era, because you got this goes both ways, right? So if Giannis is playing in this era, he can also do all that stuff too. So when y'all trying to knock him down, he can just lower his shoulder and say, move out of my way.
Let me ask you a question.
Remember how Shaq would be saying move, literally pushing people on the ground after a dunk? That's what Giannis is going to do.
Bob Cousy going to be able to play in this era?
And this, what are we talking about?
Can Bob Cousy play in this era?
Bob Cousy has skill, though.
Hell no. He couldn't play in this era. Okay? He couldn't do it. The guards are bigger, faster, stronger. What Oakley is saying, and you might not like it, and Oakley might be crazy. And I'm
he is crazy, and you starting to sound crazy too, agreeing with him.
Let me tell you something, man.
I just bigged you up with this Anthony Davis stuff.
For Charles Barkley to be 6'5", okay, and even Chuck said it the other day on his podcast with KD, and won a rebounding championship at 6'5". Let's think about that.
Yeah.
The era was tough. I'm not a big Giannis guy. I got a guy at work that I work with. He loves Giannis. I'm not a Giannis fan. I think his style of game, the flood zone's open. They don't play defense, Hawk. They don't. And Oak is coming from a man that he touched.
They didn't play defense back then either. They just fought you. They didn't. That wasn't defense. They just fought you.
That
wasn't defense.
I met Oak. Oak is a big man, and they touch you up. I don't know if he would have came to the lane like that. And to me, that is my difference, and I'm going to say this, and people could think I'm crazy, so you want to say the old man. People could think the old man is crazy.
Yes.
This is why I like Jordan, because Jordan got touched up plenty. In the Boston Garden, there was dead balls. There was spots on the floor that you hit, and the ball would not dribble, okay? And they would Kevin McHale, Robert. These people were disgusting. They were dirty. People love John Stockton now. John Stockton was a dirty player. Let's not forget that Karl Malone didn't put David Robinson to sleep. The closest thing that Giannis might expect to be like was David Robinson. Maybe. And I think David Robinson had a little bit more down low skill. Giannis has a backup. I'm going to run to the lane. They would have never allowed that in that 80s ball.
Giannis has a post fade
style of play.
Giannis has a mid-range jumper.
Giannis has a mid-range jumper, Hawk?
Come on.
Giannis has a mid-range jumper, Hawk?
Jason, Giannis don't stop.
His free throw has gotten better this year.
Jason, Giannis pulls up from the midi all the time. Jason.
I'm not a Giannis fan, Hawk.
Jason.
I'm not.
Jason.
Them MVPs were sugarcoated.
I literally was just bigging you up.
I heard you. I'm sorry, Hawk.
I was just bigging you up.
One of those MVPs should have gone to LeBron. I'm going to just say. Sorry. Not. He might be crazy. Oak might be crazy. I got to bring a little controversy to the show. I got to be me. I agree with Oak in this one.
You bringing the controversy, that's for sure.
Yep, they would have touched his ass up. He would have called him a hoop. They would have touched him up. Let's see if he would have continued to come. I don't think a lot of players from this era would have been able to play in that bully ball era. That's just my opinion. The players that I think could do it.
Giannis' whole game, though.
Honestly,
Giannis is a bully. Giannis moves people out his way.
People that don't bully. Hawk, who's he bullying?
You're really tell me that these guys would have been bullying. Charles Oakley ain't holding Giannis at all. Not touching. Charles Oakley can't hold that man's jersey.
Listen,
he can't wash his jersey.
In the sky, he's gonna suplex him because it was
wrestling. Giannis don't got to go in the sky. He can walk. He can walk to the paint and move.
No, he's not gonna walk because these 3, 4, 5 steps that you young guys do. When people tell me this dribble 2 to the back, which is a travel, to me in my day, oh no, you're not gonna get 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. They're not gonna let you fin to go back and go up. Come on, man. This is the same guy that. Come on, are you serious? Is this the same guy that they put a wall against that Monte Williams didn't want to do because he was afraid and Giannis just destroyed them? Come on, no, Hawk. Not. And that's my era. That's the old school era with Pat, with them boys. They would. Do you remember what happened to Pat when Scottie Pippen let him smell his stuff when he dunked on him? Pat was about ready to kill that man. I don't know if he would have been there. People call him crazy. I have a lot of respect for Oak. I'm glad Oak said it. I really don't care. I'm gonna ride with Oakley on this one. I don't care if I ride down. I'm riding with Oakley, and I'm not a Knicks fan, but I'm riding with Oakley on this one.
Nah, bro. Nah, Jason. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, Jason.
That era was different, man, and I think that's the toughest part
Giannis
for
is
me,
different.
I don't think this era plays defense, and maybe I'll appreciate him later. Like I have a lot of appreciation for Dr. J. I think Dr. J era was very different. Okay,
it was.
I think Dr. J, people didn't see him. I have a lot of appreciation for Jerry West, even though that man lost in the NBA 8 times. You go back and watch his old games. Jerry West was a bad boy.
Yep.
He's a bad man. You know what I'm saying? But there are certain players that could not play in every era. Jordan, you can drop him in any era. Wilt
True.
Chamberlain.
You could drop Wilt.
Nobody talks about Wilt. You could drop Wilt in any era.
Wilt can play right now and eat. Wilt can play right now and eat. I truly believe that.
Lou Alcindor. You could drop Lou Alcindor in any era because no one was stopping that skyhook. Yep. I'm not gonna call him by Kareem. I'm gonna call him what his mama called him. There are certain players you could play in any era. LeBron James, you could drop him in any era. Okay. Do I think he would be as dominant because of his size and where he was? I think you could do the same thing with Kevin Garnett. I think Kevin Garnett was a little bit touched. Okay. Rasheed Wallace. Those games are not the same. If Ben Wallace was here today and he was playing with the Detroit Pistons, Giannis wouldn't be doing the foolishness he's doing. There's no big man, and I'm going to say this about your team. Yo, what's his name cries? I was just watching the Knicks game when he just got teed up. Joel Embiid. Crying. Okay? These big men aren't big. Cat wants to sit down there and shoot threes. I'm not taking anything away from Cat's game. Wonderful player. These big men aren't big men. Okay? They're just not. And when they open up the lane, guys like Giannis can walk on down, score his 30 points a game. Because let's be for real, Hawk. Analytics says what? Let's shoot threes. So all Giannis is doing what the other team should be doing, like Charles Oakley said. Get down there and shoot a 2. You don't always got to shoot threes. and we want to give him credit and crown him. I ain't crowning his ass. I ain't crowning him. No. He is not the great. He's not my MVP. He won a ring because of a damn toe. Because of a toe, Hawk. Had Kevin Durant's foot been an inch shorter, the Nets would have been in the damn championship. Because of a toe. I ain't crowning his ass. Oakley is right. That's where I'm leaving.
Oh, man, Jason. All right, man.
I love you too, Hawk. Have a good night.
Later, man. Oh, wow. Well, this is not where I thought this segment was going to go. I was going to come on here and talk about how, like, our old heads got to stop hating on these new players. It's different games, you know what I mean? This, that, and the third. I was going to say something along the lines of appreciate your era for what it is. Woof. I wasn't expecting that, Jason. I ain't gonna hold you out. That really caught me by surprise. That caught me by surprise. Jason always said he wanted to be the Charles Barkley in the show, and he beat the Barkley. Oh man, what we say around here, Jason, crack is cheap. But anyway, man, Jason, we always appreciate you for calling in. It's always a good time when you call in, man. And the last thing, honestly.